Did you know that 87.3% of people feel that their daily efforts do not translate into the results they really want in life? This is not just bad luck, it reflects a deep disconnect, as Earl Nightingale warned. The mind is like fertile soil. It will return whatever you plant, whether corn or weeds. But before we explore how to cultivate the right seeds, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. It only takes a moment and makes all the difference for us. Nightingale's idea is not mysticism. It is psychology and pure neuroscience, a fundamental principle that echoes through the ages. From the Stoic philosophers of antiquity to the latest discoveries about brain plasticity. Think of Marcus Aurelius, who in his meditations reminded us of the importance of controlling our thoughts, because our life is tinged by the color of our mental representations. Or imagine the neural synapses in your brain, these microscopic connections that strengthen or weaken depending on which thoughts you repeatedly nurture. It's like a path in the forest. The more you walk it, the more defined and easier to follow it becomes. If you constantly plant seeds of doubt, fear, or scarcity in your mind, how can you expect to reap confidence, courage, and abundance? Imagine trying to harvest mangoes by planting avocado seeds. The logic is the same for the garden of your mind. The brain, this wonderful and complex machine, works under a principle of implicit confirmation. It incessantly seeks patterns and information that validate our pre-existing beliefs. It's like a tireless seeker of evidence that corroborates the script we have already written for our own life. If you deeply believe that you are not good enough, your brain will automatically begin to filter reality, often unconsciously, to find situations and proofs that support this limiting belief, ignoring or minimizing any contrary evidence. Cultivating deliberate and positive thoughts is not denying reality. It is not about painting a rosy world and ignoring the challenges inherent to existence, but rather actively choosing which aspect of reality you decide to nurture and strengthen. It's like a skilled gardener who, in the midst of a garden with weeds and wildflowers, carefully chooses which plants to water, which to fertilize, which to direct, so that they grow strong and healthy. We live in an era of constant bombardment, of information and stimuli, a true digital tsunami that invades our brains every second. Digital culture, with its voracious algorithms and incessant notifications, often trains us for instant gratification, for the incessant search for dopamine in likes and external validations, and for the paralyzing comparison with idealized lives on social networks. All of this makes it extremely difficult to cultivate the inner garden with the patience, mindfulness, and intention that it truly requires. We are led to react impulsively instead of acting purposefully, to passively consume an endless stream of content instead of consciously creating our own mental reality, our own thoughts and emotions. The external noise, this cacophony of opinions, news, and distractions, muffles the soft and persistent voice of our own inner wisdom, that internal compass that knows what is best for us. And often, without realizing it, we end up planting other people's seeds in our sacred soil, ideas, beliefs, and expectations that do not resonate with our essential truth, but that we passively absorb from the environment around us. And here lies the heart of human conflict, this internal dissonance that generates so much frustration and dissatisfaction. A deep part of us ardently yearns for different results, for a richer and more abundant harvest in all areas of life, whether in love, career, health, or inner peace. But another part, often unconscious and ingrained, is stuck in old mental patterns, in negative and limiting thinking habits, in weeds that have grown silently for years, suffocating the potential of the good seeds. It is the constant struggle between the clear and lucid awareness of what we really want to plant, of the dreams and goals that we cherish in our heart, and the treacherous autopilot of negative thoughts, of limiting beliefs that incessantly whisper that we are not capable, that we are not worthy, that success and happiness are for others, not for us. Recognizing the existence of these internal weeds, of these dark and self-sabotaging aspects of our thought pattern, is the first fundamental and courageous step to begin a journey of profound and lasting transformation. It's like the first ray of sunlight that penetrates the darkness of night, revealing what was previously hidden, bringing clarity and discernment. The choice then is exclusively yours, in each new moment, in each conscious breath, in each thought that arises in your mind. Are you going to continue passively allowing random seeds, often negative and destructive, to dominate the garden of your mind, suffocating your potential and preventing your growth? Or are you finally going to courageously and determinedly take full and liberating responsibility for becoming the conscious gardener of your own life, actively cultivating the thoughts that strengthen you, that inspire you, that drive you towards your most genuine dreams? It requires courage, undoubtedly, and a daily dose of discipline and self-compassion to consciously choose which thoughts to nurture, which ideas to water with your attention and energy, which beliefs to strengthen through repetition and visualization. It is an act of silent and powerful rebellion against paralyzing passivity, against comfortable victimization, against the inertia of the conditioned mind, an unwavering affirmation of your innate ability to actively create your reality from within, to shape your destiny through the transformative power of your thoughts. By choosing to intentionally plant seeds of clear and defined purpose, of sincere gratitude for the blessings present in your life, even in the small things, and of unwavering belief in the possibility of a better, more abundant, and happier future, you not only change your superficial thoughts, you reconfigure the deepest layers of your perception of reality. You transform the chemistry of your emotions, you reprogram your behavior patterns, and consequently, you direct the course of your actions towards your highest goals. The harvest inevitably manifests in all areas of your life, such as greater mental clarity to make wise decisions aligned with your values, emotional resilience to face the challenges and setbacks of the journey with serenity and learning, more authentic and nurturing relationships based on reciprocity and mutual respect, and yes, tangible external results that begin to clearly and precisely reflect the quality of your inner garden, the beauty and vitality of the seeds you have chosen to cultivate. You progressively begin to live in harmonious alignment with your deepest values, with your authentic essence, with the unique and special purpose that resides in your heart. And to truly understand the depth of this metaphor of the mental garden, imagine for a moment that your thoughts are like invisible radio waves, constantly emitting signals to the universe around you. Each thought, whether positive or negative, optimistic or pessimistic, confident or insecure, carries with it a unique vibrational frequency. The law of attraction, a millenary principle present in various philosophies and spiritual traditions, teaches us that like attracts like. That is, the frequency of your thoughts acts like a magnet, attracting to your life experiences, people, and circumstances that resonate with that same frequency. If you emanate thoughts of gratitude and abundance, you tune your life to the frequency of prosperity and fulfillment. If, on the other hand, you allow yourself to be consumed by thoughts of fear and scarcity, you will inevitably attract more situations that confirm these fears. It is not about a magic formula or superficial positive thinking, but rather about a deep understanding of the vibrational nature of reality and the co-creative power of the human mind. Modern neuroscience, with its advances in electroencephalography and functional magnetic resonance imaging, is beginning to scientifically prove this ancestral wisdom. Studies show that our thoughts and emotions modulate brain activity, influencing the release of neurotransmitters and hormones that, in turn, affect our physical, emotional, and behavioral state. A positive mental state, for example, is associated with the release of dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters that promote feelings of pleasure, well-being, and motivation. A negative mental state marked by stress and anxiety can lead to the excessive release of cortisol, the stress hormone, which in the long term can harm physical and mental health. Therefore, cultivating positive thoughts is not just a matter of naive optimism, but but rather a powerful strategy to optimize the functioning of your brain, strengthen your immune system, increase your emotional resilience, and ultimately create a fuller and more satisfying life. But how can we, in practice, transform our mental garden and cultivate the seeds we truly wish to harvest? The first fundamental step is self-knowledge. It is necessary to delve into the depths of your mind. Observe your thought patterns with attention and honesty. Identify the weeds that are suffocating your potential and the seeds of virtues and talents that you wish to nurture. Mindfulness meditation, or full attention, is a powerful tool in this process of self-discovery. By practicing meditation regularly, you learn to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, as an impartial observer, becoming aware of the repetitive patterns and limiting beliefs that operate in your subconscious. This awareness is the first step towards transformation. Once you identify the weeds, the negative and self-sabotaging beliefs, the next step is substitution. Just as a gardener removes weeds from the garden, you can replace negative thoughts with positive and constructive thoughts. It is not about simply repressing or denying negative thoughts, but rather about recognizing them, questioning them, and consciously choosing to direct your attention to more empowering thoughts. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I am not capable," question this belief. Is this really true? What is the evidence that proves this statement? And what is the evidence that contradicts it? Then replace this limiting thought with a positive and realistic affirmation. I am learning and growing every day, and I am capable of overcoming challenges and achieving my goals. The constant repetition of these positive affirmations, combined with creative visualization, helps to reprogram your subconscious, strengthening the neural connections associated with positive thoughts and weakening the connections associated with negative thoughts. It's like watering the good seeds and stopping watering the weeds. In addition to the substitution of thoughts, another powerful tool to transform your mental garden is the cultivation of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that has the almighty power to transform our perspective on life, to connect us with the present, and to open our hearts to the abundance that already exists in our lives. By practicing gratitude daily, whether through a gratitude journal, moments of reflection, or simply expressing your gratitude to the people around you, you tune your mind to the frequency of abundance and positivity. Gratitude does not mean ignoring the challenges or difficulties of life, but rather choosing to focus on what is good, on what works, on the present blessings, even in the small things. By doing this, you strengthen your emotional resilience, increase your sense of well-being, and attract more positive experiences into your life. Remember, the garden of your mind is an ongoing project, a process of constant and dedicated cultivation. There will be times when the weeds will try to sprout again, times when negative and limiting thoughts will try to dominate you. But with self-awareness, discipline, and self-compassion, you can become the conscious gardener of your own mind, cultivating a lush inner garden full of beauty, vitality, and abundance. And this inner transformation will inevitably be reflected in all areas of your life, creating an external reality more aligned with your dreams, your values, and your highest purpose. Think of great leaders and thinkers in history, from Mahatma Gandhi to Nelson Mandela, from Mother Teresa of Calcutta to Marie Curie. All of them, in their respective areas of expertise, demonstrated the transformative power of a cultivated mind, of a mental garden fertile and abundant in virtues such as courage, compassion, perseverance, and vision. They faced immense challenges, seemingly insurmountable obstacles, but never lost faith in their ideals, never gave up cultivating the seeds of good in their minds and in their hearts. And they were able to transform the world around them, inspiring millions of people and leaving a lasting legacy. You also have this potential within you, the ability to become the architect of your own mind, the master of your own destiny. Just consciously choose which seeds to plant, which thoughts to nurture, and which emotions to cultivate. The journey of self-transformation is a fascinating and rewarding adventure, a path of continuous growth and surprising discoveries. And the first step, the most important of all, is to make the conscious decision to become the gardener of your own mind, to take full and liberating responsibility for actively creating your reality from within. What is the most valuable seed that you will commit to watering and nurturing in your mind from today? If you felt inspired by this message and believe that it can help other people transform their lives, like this video, share it with your friends and family. Leave your comment with your reflections and subscribe to the channel to be part of this community of people who seek personal growth and a fuller and more meaningful life.